Hello everyone, welcome to Queer Games Heck Yeah. I'm Luke Miller, I'm a game developer. I love queer games, so I'm playing a bunch as part of the Queer Games Festival to take screenshots because I'm helping out. And I thought, while I'm doing that, I'll stream them. So I'm excited to be here, really. And we've got kind of a special edition of Queer Games Heck Yeah because we're doing a part two, which is very rare. We've only got like half an hour for each game before we have to move on to the next, just because there's so many games. But last time we were playing Hybrid Rainbow, we got interrupted, so we didn't get to give it a fair shake of the sauce bottle, as we say in Ozpol. Um, so I'm really pleased to be back with this really interesting game and just giving it a little bit more of a go. So where we were before, it's a bit of a cyberpunk adventure. Um, I don't know where the game's going, so if you don't like surprise content, look away. It could be dark, it could be fun, it could be, sweet, rude, all of that. It's a cyberpunk adventure set in like a crime-ridden part of the planet in the future, and the police have just shot up a bunch of people, like in RoboCop, I suppose. And someone has just come out of a building, and you've sort of spotted each other across the wasteland, and you're pretty sure they could kill you if they wanted, but you're kind of talking each other down off that cliff, I think. So let's keep going. Also, let's be honest. After what they did here, I bet you have no trust for the police. They are right. Now, I don't see a reason to kill you. You didn't see me doing anything illegal. All I did was leave a restaurant. I could be looking for survivors. Don't you agree? I nod. Good. Did you kill the people in the restaurant? I asked, where Appa, where this character, terrible at names. No, they were already dead when I arrived. It's been 2 weeks at least. Oof. I don't think much of our ability to do forensics because I think even I would be able to tell the difference between a body that's been dead for 2 weeks and one that's just been in like the last 5 minutes. I feel my hands trembling. It has to be the one of the gangs. The police only arrived a week later. Now I'll take my leave and you can go home. This meeting never happened, understand? I nod. Good, you can go now. If we ever meet again, let it be in better circumstances. That would not be difficult. I run after they tell me to go. I hope I never have to see them again. As I run, I hear the sounds of guns firing again. Heck, it's far away for now. I still have time. I just need to run faster. Please, Yara, please be okay. Ha, ha. I can't. I don't know what I would do if you are. I'm close. I can see our place from here. A three-story house. When I arrive at our street, I see the result of the last couple of weeks. We're heading to our partner's house. We're worried about them. If you couldn't tell that from that one line of dialogue. Just go back and watch the other episode. Every building, every house, every wall has at least some bullet holes. There's a blood stain on the ground, and it seems that someone dragged whoever was shot. Best not to think about what happened. Human blood. Alright, it could have been someone I know, or not. I'm not that close to many humans. I'm not close to that many humans, although there isn't that many humans in this part of the favela. Yet the thought that someone that I know, either as a friend or one of those nameless strangers that I always see in the street, has been shot and dragged somewhere is awful. The cadence of the text does not suit my cadence for reading out loud, and I've noticed that just every sentence of this game, I have to stop every fourth or fifth word to process it. It's quite fun. It's quite funny to read, like that disjunction. It's not like it's well written. It's just a different cadence to my own, um, which is pretty funny. Yet the thought that someone that I know, either as a friend or one of those nameless strangers that I always see in the street, has been shot and dragged somewhere is awful. However, something scarier comes to my head. A part of me is glad that it is a human and not Yara. I'm glad that someone else got shot. Am I going mad? I am glad that someone, a human, got shot. It could have been a cyborg like Yara, a mutant, or even someone with ARP infection syndrome. Someone like me. But it wasn't. It was a human, someone entirely separated from me and Yara, and that made me glad. Oof. This is why we're always rounding up the mutants, because they're a little too glad when the humans die out, right? What if this person was as important to someone as Yara is to me? I need to go home. I can't think of this. I better not think of this. No one needs to know. If I ignore this for long enough, I'll forget it. I'm sure I will. Right? Once I get in front of my building, I see more bullet holes in the wall and the stain of dried blood from some that got shot. Black blood like mine, like the reprocessing fluid that runs through Yara's servos and gears. Exclamation mark. She has to be okay. I climb the stairs in a hurry, trying to reach the third floor. I mean, I'd kind of love it if Yara was just like a toaster, and the character's drawn like a smiley face on it. I climb the stairs in a hurry, trying to reach the third floor in mine and Yara's apartment. I fall a couple of times, but I keep going. Once I'm in front of the door, I enter the apartment to find it empty. I shouldn't laugh. I'm laughing at how I'm stumbling over the words. Let me take a moment. The living room's window is broken, and there's a couple of bullet holes in the wall. The TV rack is damaged, part of it practically destroyed. I don't even know how the TV is intact. The wall behind is damaged, as if someone had hit it with too much force. Yara? I walk around the living room, expecting her to answer. Babe, you home? Was she? Suddenly the bathroom's door opens, and from there comes Yara, who's missing part of her arm and her abdomen seems hurt. Oh, you do look a bit beaten up. Aparecida. I think that's what we decided. Aparecida. She comes towards me and gives me a hug as if nothing had happened, as if I was just away for a couple of days. I hug her back, and all my worries leave me. She's right here in my arms. It's okay. I was so worried. I thought. Her voice is quavering. Shh, it's okay, babe. I'm here. Your Aparecida is here. You are here. Well observed. This is a cool background. I'm taking a screenshot of this. That's a great color palette. I'm quite digging our character's costume as well. It's kind of like a real cyber future, retro future, 1990s, 1980s, 1970s kind of vibe. Yeah, some sort of. I just named 50 years of period there. Okay. Letting go of her was difficult. I bet it was. What happened to your arm? Oh, this. Last week a stray bullet went through the window, hit me in the arm. Then another one passed through the wall and hit my side. It's not that serious. I mean, that's serious. Are you kidding me? Not serious? Nothing important was damaged, but it's hard to repair myself with only one arm and without most materials needed. Well, lucky for you, my backpack still has a lot of materials and my tools. I even have some spare parts for an arm, although I don't have any synthetic skin. It's not a problem. Alright, if it isn't a problem, then sit on the couch and let me fix you up. Aren't you tired, Aparecida? You've been out for some time. 2 weeks. Actually, where were you? I was sleeping in the town square near the entrance to the favela. It was too dangerous to go up, and no one I know lives outside the favela, so I just stayed there and would sleep on the benches. That's awful. I'm sorry I had to go through that, love. I wish I could have helped. It's okay, babe. What's important is that I'm here back at home. True, but that's why you should rest. We can fix my arm tomorrow. You need rest. You must also be starving, right? When was the last time you ate? Some days ago? It's not a great answer, and I know what her response will be. You've been days without food? What about your medicine? Didn't have it with me. She stares at me with the eyes of a very cold and pissed off cyborg. Yes. Also known as the you hecked up royally eyes. You're going to eat you're going to eat and take your medicine immediately. Nothing against that, however. What about I take my antipsychotics and then go fix your arm? Aparacida. Yes, babe? Yara, babe, I'm okay. I haven't felt any of my symptoms yet. I can take my meds now and I'll be okay. Oh, how do all those people die? Now I'm worried. Just let me fix your arm and we can go from there. Please, babe? Fine, but I want to see you taking your medicine first. Your wish is my command. Yara then goes to our room before I even have the chance and brings me the box of my pills. She leaves the box and all the pills I have to take in a table together with a glass of water. I don't want to check my message. I just got a message on my phone. I don't want to check it. Alright, let's do this. Oh, that's alright. Um, no comment. And she stays there waiting for me to take them. Better get it over with. Take the pills with water, finish the glass of water. See, all good. Can I take care of your arm now? You may. Yara helps out with getting the tools and the materials for making a new forearm for her. It won't be complicated. We usually have half-made members for cyborgs with us, and I happen to be carrying some with me. This won't take long. How's your torso? It's just a scratch, a minor issue, says the girl who doesn't mind losing an arm. If it wasn't serious, she wouldn't have even commented about it. That's so, and let me see it. Take off your top. What? Why? I told you this is a minor issue. Then let me see it. If it's a minor issue, then you won't be worried about me seeing it, won't you? I think you just want an excuse to see me shirtless. Oh. Babe, I've seen you shirtless countless times. I know pretty well what's under there, unless you're hiding something from me. You are hurt pretty badly, aren't you? It's not that minor of an issue. I knew it. Show me, please. Yara takes off her shirt and raises her broken arm. It's as if the left side of her torso got shredded by some claws. That's definitely the effect of a bullet. The power of the ammunition used by most gangs nowadays is strong enough to not only deal heavy damage on a combat walker, but also shred people inside buildings. Basically, that's so that people piloting walkers and hiding inside buildings can be easier dealt with. I don't want to think too much about it. I don't want to think about it too much, but had Yara been hidden full, she... Aparacida, I'm okay. No, you are not. You could have died. We both could have. I hate this city. Have to stop this. I need to deal with Yara's wound. Upon closer inspection, nothing that some plasticite applied to the polymer flesh won't solve. Glad that I always have some with me. Just let me get it. Alright, babe, this'll feel weird. Okay. I start spraying her torso with the plasticite. This thing is cheap, so no reason not to give it a good 2 layers of the stuff. Weird out already? It's hard to describe. Soon enough, the holes in her torso are covered. I can apply synthetic flesh and change the polymer muscles later if Yara wants. I think we have enough polymer. This got a little bit next-gen all of a sudden, hasn't it? Wait, no, not now. Not while it's still dangerous. It's good enough for now. That's what matters. Now let's go fix Yara's arm. Ready for your arm? What about you rest first? A parasita. You must be very tired. I'm okay, Yara. Really. And I would rather rest knowing that you're fixed. Oh, that's cute. I say as I start to prepare the new arm for her. You worry about my health so much, but you go around as if losing an arm wasn't a big deal. I can function very well without an arm. My reprocessing liquid isn't leaking and I still have function on my right arm. I'm the same. Also, don't expect me to not worry when my girlfriend hasn't taken her medicine for 2 weeks. You suffer from both schizophrenia and ARP infection syndrome. You need to keep taking your medicine. You also need to eat. You can't take your anti-revolving remedy on an empty stomach. Those were doctor's orders. Those were doctor orders. You just recovered from an ulcer. Also, have you been drinking water? You have a habit of only drinking teas and sodas. Guilty as charged. I mean, I think what I yes, a lot of the games in the festival, there's like medicine, like medication is a part of them, which I find interesting. She keeps going after that, even if it's like a science fiction or a fantasy setting. She keeps going after that. Perks of being with a medical cyborg specialized in emergency care and therapy too. A lot of the that comes back to that thing about why queer games I think are a really interesting place is because they do deal with mental health and well-being in a way that mainstream games I don't think are there yet. Which fits our jobs well, considering that we make a living fixing cyborgs and humans that are augmented. Or people like me that become part machine. Sigh. Tired, aren't you? No, no, just if you can hear that, that's my washing machine. Thinking about my health, that's all. The arm is ready, let's attach it to her. After you are done, what do you want to do? A shower would be great, honestly, some food as well. Take the equipment and materials in my backpack and put them in their place. Maybe light up some candles for the people that passed. See if my plant is okay. I watered it. Oh, that's good to know. You should take care of your wounds as well. What? Yara points to my legs. Ah, there's blood on the top of my shoes. I pull up the legs of my pants to see where the blood is coming from. I must have scratched my legs and knees pretty hard when I was climbing the stairs. I was pretty nervous after all. Especially after I saw the blood in front of the building. Yeah, I should probably do something about that before I shower. But first we finish with your arm over here. Of course. It's looking good. Thanks. Good thing I had these pieces with me. How was the home appointment? Oh, that. You know how so Clerson is. Old Hecker doesn't know his limits. He decided that he could build an entire school by himself, and I bet he could if he didn't forget to maintain his legs every day. Got halfway there, and then his legs break down on him, right as he was carrying some bricks. Donna Anna must have been really worried. She was, but in true Donna Anna fashion, she was telling Clerson off all the way from me getting there to me leaving. However, she never left his side. She was holding his hand and caressing him. She was worried sick, even if she didn't admit. Those two are really something. That they really are. That they are. There's a lot of love there, in a grumpy old people way. She was worried. Can you blame her? Not really. Alright, can you move your fingers for me? She does so, moving her fingers delicately. Good, good, it's working as intended. The polymer flesh may feel sore for a couple of days, but that's your circuits getting used to the new arm. Do we have some reprocessing liquid in here? No, only at the store. Heck. Not a huge deal, you still feel normal, right? I am. I did lose some liquid, but nothing that will impair me from working. Then we are good. All we need is synthetic skin, which is also in the store. No way can go there and back without risking getting shot. We can wait. I could also try a transfusion, giving her some of my blood, which can work in cyborgs, although we don't have the materials for that here. Heck it. Also, thinking about it, Yara wouldn't agree with it. Sigh. We'll have to wait. That's not a problem. My arm is now functional. That's what matters. You are right. And now, what do you want to do? Well... Oh. We've got an option. We've got choices. Eat something. Take a shower. Take care of your plant. Light up some candles. Organize your equipment. Let's take care of the plant. We're meant to be doing the bold choices. I slipped into my too nice for school mode. I should water my plant. I did it yesterday. The next watering day should be tomorrow. Oh, you did? Yes. Oh, thanks, babe. You didn't need to. I didn't want to die. I knew the watering schedule from watching you do it. An easy choice to make. Even so, thanks. Okay. We'll light up some candles. Better light up some candles for the dead. I go to our sorry excuse for kitchen and took a couple of candles from a drawer. They are rather large and already saw some use, but that's what I need. I put them on the tables we leave near the fridge, near the small window, and light them up. That's all I can do. I hope it's enough. It is. Religions other than evangelical Christianity aren't welcome in the country. There's no laws against it, so technically I wouldn't be arrested, but this isn't how it usually goes. It also doesn't explain how the country exterminated any other faiths from the capitals. I'd rather not think about it. Ugh. So all I can do is light some candles for some of the dead and hope that things are better soon. I should be leaving some offerings for them as well, some food at least, flowers, but I have none. It is what it is. Yara says she believes in it too, the dead, the afterlife. It brings her some comfort. To me as well. Let's take a shower. I'll take a shower. Clean those wounds too. I can fix something for you to eat if you want. Thanks, babe. I would like that. It'll be ready shortly. And with that, I go to the bathroom. Better take a shower before doing anything. I'm feeling gross, to be honest. Ah, that was good. Now to get something to eat. Alright. I think it's time for me to eat something. Take the rest of my meds as well. Eat something. Oh. Thanks, babe. I go to the kitchen, or what we call the little space we put the stove and fridge in, and get my plate ready. It's nothing much, but it's warm. Just rice, beans, mashed potatoes, and fried chicken, but at least it's something. I take my plate to what we call a living room and eat there. Yara looks at me as I eat. It might seem strange at first, but it's nothing you don't get used to. She doesn't need food, but she likes staring at people eating. Never really understood that. I understand that. I reckon if you didn't eat, then watching an animal eat would be really weird. The food could use more seasoning though, but I'm not complaining. I mean, you are. I guess you're not complaining out loud. Yara definitely made. If you haven't eaten for like 3 days, are you really worried about like whether you've got some spices or not? Yara definitely made this recently. She was thinking I'd be hungry once I got home. I finished eating and cleaned my plate. After that, I take my meds. There, all done. Thanks for the food, babe. It was great. I'm glad you liked it. I know I rarely cook, but I didn't want you to get home and stuff to cook after all you've been through. Thank you, Yara. Organize our equipment. Alright, we'll wrap it up soon. Alright, better get the materials and tools back where they belong. I pick my backpack and open it. Need help? Not really, but if we did it together it could speed things up. Then I'll help. Thanks, babe. Making sure everything is put in its correct place is quick, with Yara helping me. Since my backpack's empty, and all the tools in their respective places, and all the materials and miscellaneous are in their boxes. Okay, everything is where it should be. Nice. Man, I'm tired. Nothing else to do but try to fall asleep, right? Getting some rest will be good. I wonder if Yara has been sleeping. She needs it, but not as much as me. Still, it's too early. Let's see if the news says anything about what's going on in the city. Do you mind if I watch the news? I don't. The Martian city of Ambrosia is suffering a general strike against the city's owner, LaCosta Technologies. LaCosta. More than 90% of the populace of the city is composed of workers of the company, and they're demanding an increase in pay, free healthcare, and pensions for the families of workers who are far too injured to work or died on the clock. I told you I got like Robocop vibes. And that sort of Paul Verhoeven kind of sci-fi genre that he kind of did, and one of the entries was Starship Troopers, and this is kind of reminding me of that as well, which is a good thing. LaCosta Technologies released a PR note saying that the recent developments in Ambrosia are a simple dispute between a small but vocal group of workers and management that will be solved in the coming week. Ugh. Hopefully. Not in the way I think they mean. Some specialists say that if a general strike proves successful in Ambrosia, then workers living in other cities owned by LaCosta Technologies might do the same. A concerning trend among teenagers is making many parents worry about their kids. It's a trend of reading books and comics about deviant relationships. Yes, you heard that right. Many teenagers are using the network to have access to and post fiction about deviant relationships, same-sex affairs, affairs between humans, machines, and mutants. There's even fiction about living outside the capitals. This is getting the attention of many parents and teachers who are worried about how this could influence kids, and they fear they might experiment with deviancy if this trend is left unchecked. We must remind you that even experimenting with such ideas is a crime, and one with a hefty punishment. If you are aware of a minor that is reading, or even experimenting with deviancy, please report them to the civilian police. This might sound terrifying. This minor might be your child, your little sibling, someone you see as family, or even a friend. But for their own good, let the authorities know. They're equipped to deal with such situations better than you. Oh, I mean, we haven't actually got into the wider story, I reckon, of this game, but I think it's hinting at it. Maybe we go to Mars. I think maybe we go outside the city, the capitals. That would be good. It's been 3 weeks since the murder of prosecutor Emmanuel Garcia de Machel de Marcail. He was found by his family already dead in their garden, and according to forensic evidence, he had died that morning. The detectives believed that he was left there in order for his family, more specifically his wife, the judge, Marcia Jumera Apricio de Marcail, to find him, as a means of a threat. The judge since then has left the country together with her 2 kids. Oof. It's a very bleak world. When questioned about a probable reason, and very texty, to send such gruesome threats, all the detectives said was that whoever was responsible for this had interests in manipulating the judicial system. The judge was she was a well-known judge in the family court of the city of Rio de Janeiro. Whoever her claim to fame has been her staunch criticism of the government in regards to its treatment of the working class. She claimed more than once that the country should focus on its people, especially the workers, and not on petty wars and corporate interests. Well, that'll get you shot, for sure. Maybe watching the news wasn't a good idea. I should go and get some shut-eye. The world ain't going to get better, but at least I can sleep in my own bed tonight. Babe, I'm going to sleep. You coming? She's looking through the window, lost in thought. Yara? Definitely distracted. She gets like this when she's worried. Hard not to in this situation. I get closer and touch her shoulder. She turns to look at me. Babe? Aparecida. What's up? I'm tired. Yeah, it's been a long day, I bet. Why don't I go to sleep? It's not that. It's tired of things I've been. Every day there's something. Someone dies in a police operation. Someone dies in a robbery. Someone dies in a politically mandated assassination. Someone dies because it made some criminal angry. I think Yara's been doom scrolling. I'm tired of all this death. You couldn't come home for days because of this stupid gang war, and then because of this stupid police operation. Or better, I just call it by its name. Oh, we looked this up last episode. I've already forgotten how to pronounce it. A chancina? I politically mandated slaughter of the marginalized, the people of color, the queers, and the machines. I can't stand any of this anymore. I want things to get better, but they won't. Yara, what do you even say? Things will get better. Don't worry about it. That isn't true. They won't. It's only getting worse. We lost our home already, and had to come to this miserable city. And now we're living in this eternal state of siege. There's no sense of peace or tranquility. There's just the feeling of impending death. Is there even something we can do? We could leave and start life somewhere else. We did it before. Are we in a position to leave? It could be a risk. What do we do? What to choose? Okay, well, obviously we're going to leave. Okay, but that's where we're going to save it. Go back to the main menu. Alright, I think, once again, even with the second part, we didn't get... I think we only scratched the surface of this game. Or at least I hope so, because it did take a little while. I do feel like it was taking a little while to get to the meat of the game. They're in a possibly difficult situation, these two characters. It's kind of hard to leave them there, because I'm like, hopefully they'll get out of it. But sadly, not on Queer Games Heck Yeah. They're doomed forever. We may come back. It's unlikely, just because of the sheer amount of games. I guess that's the nature of Queer Games Heck Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have much time with each game. I really enjoyed that. I hope you did too. I think there was a lot more going under the hood there, a lot of great world building. I really want to see what's outside the city or where they go next. If you like what you saw, please do play the game. It's available on itch. It's called Hybrid Rainbow. It's free or extremely cheap. I forget which. And even if it was like fully priced, I think it's still a bargain. thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next time. I was really pleased that we got to come back to that one. All right.